Join me and my son on a fishing adventure where we catch fish and things get a little bloody. Hey, is Dave there? So, part of this adventure, I've got my sidekick Dodi with me. I'm traveling solo this trip and I'm heading out to the island to go fishing with my son. I'll pick him up in Vancouver and we'll go to Victoria and try our hand at halibut and salmon fishing. Now, one thing I have learned is you never waste a trip, so we're going to do some adventures on the way across. Now, if you're interested in those adventures, check out episode 15. On the drive across, I check out some natural hot springs and I do a little caving. For those of you that are watching my channel, you know I started in Hope in the last episode. I had a full day travel into Vancouver and picked up Sully at the Vancouver airport. We grabbed the Tawasin ferry and made it to the island just in time to drive across and get to Sooke and our campground before they closed the gates on us. That's where this adventure starts. So here we are this morning. It's my son Salmon, coffee, and we're going on this boat. Look at that. And this is Ron. Ron's going to catch us fish today, we hope. There we go. Beautiful morning, sun peeking out over the mountains over in Washington. And we're going to go set the crab traps. And then off we go out the channel to the main strait of Juan de Fuca. So this is Ron with 2-reel and we're on our way out. How far are we going, Ron?
Well, we're just dropping crab traps at the moment.
Yeah.
But, we will probably be heading out to the harbor mouth, which is about 2 miles from here.
Yeah.
1.5 miles, 2 miles.
Nice. So we're going to put some crab traps in because it's always part of the fun when you go out on a tour. Where are we getting?
Primarily Dungeness is the target.
Dungeness,
that's what we're looking for.
Right.
All right, you can drop one.
So Ron says it's highly technical putting these traps, and Shelly's going to show us the technique. Here it is. It's super hard. There are lots of things to like about fishing in Sooke. First of all, you start out at the harbor docks right in town, and you're dropping the crab traps in really shallow water. You saw Sully throw it in. It's probably only 20 or 30 feet of water, whereas in many places I fished on the West Coast, it's 100 feet of water, and getting those traps set and getting them back up takes a lot of energy and takes time, and that's time away from fishing. And speaking of time away from fishing, look at how close you are to the fishing areas. It's only probably 2 or 3 kilometers out to fishing for salmon out in the deeper parts of the strait here, and we were only over here for halibut. So all the fishing's within 15 minutes of the harbor, and that too is a bit unusual. I've spent as much as 30 minutes, 45 minutes getting out before you drop hooks. So it gets you on the fish quickly. And third, you're in the Strait of Juan de Fuca. If we look farther out, this is the Strait of Juan de Fuca. The Strait of Juan de Fuca is actually reasonably calm. It doesn't mean it can't get big waves, but on the days we're out there, and you'll see it in the video, it's pretty calm water, and that makes for a pretty comfortable ride.
12-pound balls, and then there's release clips on here. This clips onto our gear. Yeah. And then the ball, or the weight.
The ball sets your depth. Sure.
Takes the gear down to whatever depth you want to fish at.
So there might be a few rain squalls coming through. We'll see what happens here, but we're in the Strait of Juan de Fuca and getting set up. With shiny gear today because it's overcast. Apparently the fish are running around 100 or so, maybe a little deeper, so we'll see what happens. There's a flasher, and then a little squiddy looking thing or shrimpy looking thing. They'll all go on.
you shoot it the other way. Sullivan's got, we think it's a little fish, but we can always hope for a big fish. We'll see what happens here.
125 seems to be our sweet spot. Seems to be our depth.
Yeah, all right, well, let's go get another one. That'd be awesome. It's beautiful out here right now. There we go.
That's a winter feeder.
All right, we got a good start here. Sully and I had a double header. Sully was a little small, but we got a little winter feeder Chinook. So there we go.
So that's a winter Chinook salmon. Winter spring.
Winter spring. There we go. Beautiful.
That's awesome.
That's a good start. So why did you start doing guiding for fishing? Is there anything that led you to it, or just?
I really enjoy fishing. I've always wanted to fish for salmon when I was a kid growing up on the mainland in BC, and my family didn't have a boat, so there was very little opportunity to do it. But once I came out to Vancouver Island, everybody I worked with and everybody I met seemed they salmon fished. So I got invited to go out, and I really enjoyed it, and I guess I've been fishing ever since.
27 years?
27 years guiding. Yeah,
And
probably more like 30 years fishing altogether.
30 years fishing. And that's all under the name of Two Reel, right?
Yeah.
Two reel.
Exactly. Two reel fishing.
Yeah, so Ron's caught us 2 keepers. We've lost 2. And Sullivan has caught a whole bunch of little ones. So we're trying to get a real fish for him now. But it's been super enjoyable. We didn't know what to expect from the day, but look at this. It's beautiful out here. And it's only 5 or 10 minutes out of Sooke, which makes it super fun just to get out here and fish. Well, we had a bit of a lull, but Sully's now on a fish. We're hoping it's going to come all the way in. I'll just hold this out of the way. Hold on. Hopefully I get a shot of it. Hi, boy. I've been watching other eyes. I have to keep an eye. Comes in 2 degrees.
So when the flasher pops the surface, a lot of times it feels like you've lost it.
Yeah, keep it up and
Just keep it tight.
yeah.
There you go.
That was a good fish there. Good pop, bud. You got it. Yeah, bring it straight into him. Straight into him. Straight into him. Keep
Don't
going.
too hard.
Nice.
Hey! So we've had a bit of excitement, a couple of cohos. You call them winter springs? Is that what we're calling them, Ron?
That's right. Well, they're Chinook salmon.
Chinook, sorry.
We call them winter.
And Sully's got one on here. We're gonna see. Did it come off?
Jumped it. There we go.
Just need a little bit of help getting that off. Sully's got another one on. Over his shoulder. Not sure how big it is, but we're gonna see. We've kind of limited out, but there are some hatchery fish we could still catch. So we're gonna try and see if we can get a. We got the big fish today so far. It was a beauty. After starting with a bunch of little stinkers, Sully's rallied and he's gotten the big fish. It's a beauty.
No, yeah.
You know, nothing. It's nothing really. And you know what they say: the big fish gets the big beer. Sully's reeling in this fish, and the sun is trying to get to us from the horizon. Now, we did catch lots of fish. I didn't try and video all of them. Some people probably wouldn't appreciate that, but we did let go a number of small ones, and we had a very good day salmon fishing. It was a full day. It was an 8-hour day, and then the day always finishes with going back and pulling the crab pots. Passing the gaff. You got it, really?
Yep. Here.
Got it. Let me reach through the gap here. Oh, it's a little weedy. How deep are these, Ron?
About 20. 75 feet. Oh, that's not too bad. I think we pulled one that was 80 and my arms were wearing out. I kind of had to give it to Solo and my son. You know, give it to a strong kid.
Oh yeah, there's a few crabs in there.
Oh, hey, look at that. Hooray.
All right, it's just on the table.
On the
Yeah, I
table?
don't want to bend over.
Fair enough.
All right, so we're going to get a lesson on which is a male and a female.
So that's a male.
There's a male, and you can tell by the little diamond shape pattern on the bottom. Sully's going to flip it over again. Throwing out the little ones. Got to measure the others. Oop, you got a few in the back. And they don't want to go out, I don't think. One's a toughie. Beautiful way to end the day. Sun shining. Traps are full. Gorgeous. Sully also gave it a try, removing the crabs from the traps.
Everything else.
But Ron makes it look easier than it is. Didn't know it was going to be this kind of a challenge. Give him a wiggle.
Trying not to break his legs.
He's got like fully latched on.
Once they're hanging on.
There you go.
There. He gets to go free.
Come on. Don't be too much pain. There we go. You look way too small. Alrighty.
Beautiful. All right, throw him. Now, if you're out in Sooke and you plan to go fishing, I would look Ron up. He's with Two Reel Fishing. He's the owner and operator and has been for many years. But all in all, a great day. We had 5 salmon, 5 crabs. That's a good day by any measure. So we were cleaning our own crab, and one of them took a dislike to it, and now I have to do a little work on my finger. But, you know, there's no sacrifice too great when you're chasing your own food, especially seafood.
It's about safety here. You guys are good?
We're good. We've done our safety lesson. Sully's getting ready, having his coffee. Out we go for second morning. And we're going to try for halibut this morning. We'll see how we do. And black cod. It started out a little rainy, but the weather mostly held, and we were able to fish the entire day, or at least until myself and Ron started worrying about getting back to the dock, getting the fish loaded, and catching that last ferry over to the mainland. Now, every guide, worth their salt, has their special spots that they go, but also they have a philosophy on how to catch each species of fish. And Ron's was one of getting to a good area that he knew produced consistently and being persistent. So we had to get anchored up first.
So I try to drop so that even we swing all the way around, still kind of stay in the area that I'd like to be in. That's all.
So Ron's trying to hit that little land bridge of the anchor and then fish the edge. They got a lot of chatter on the fish finder. Is that anything, or is that weeds, or is it?
That could be, it's probably bait.
Bait, interesting.
Bait fish, yeah. Right on the bottom. So
Cool. That's a good sign, I guess.
absolutely. Excellent sense of smell.
I see how you hook it. So you put it with a bend in it. There.
Put a bend in it.
Yeah.
You want it rolling in the current.
Oh,
okay.
So
Interesting.
that's why it's great that we have some current.
yeah.
The halibut will smell the bait, come to check out the bait, and hopefully see it flashing so that they're able to grab it.
So you say they have a terrible smell. They're stinky, is what we're saying, and they.
No, I said that halibut have terrible eyesight.
Oh, terrible eyesight.
But
Sorry.
a great sense of smell.
Sorry. Okay.
No, your bait should be fresh, not stinky.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be rotten. It should be.
It's
It should be in like.
and they're all
So you
herring.
can see
but-
the way that herring is
Oh,
flipping
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just gets her attention, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly
Interesting.
what you want to see.
Perfect.
Every piece of bait you put down should always have a bend in it.
When you're watching this video, it feels like there's something happening all the time, but that's not exactly representative of a fishing trip. There's always lulls. And during one of the lulls, we managed to see a U.S. submarine going out to sea. I apologize for the video. It's a little shaky because I had to zoom all the way across the channel to catch it. And it ranks up as one of the more interesting things I've seen when I'm out fishing on one of these guided tours. We also asked Ron what were some of his most interesting days
To the summer.
Well, just last week we were fishing for halibut on one of my regular spots, and we caught some pollock.
Oh, really?
I never caught pollock out here before, so that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we caught 5 or 6 black cod, 3 pollock, a halibut that was in the zone, in the range, and 1 halibut that was too big that we had to let go.
Oh, too big.
We had a lot of cod. Yeah, we had a lot.
Do you ever see like sea turtles and stuff here? Is it too cold? Like, is there any?
No, I've never seen turtles here or heard of
it? Yeah, it's probably too chilly for them.
There's a small fish there.
Try it out. Sully's working on one there. I'm watching my line, hoping we can double hook up. Does it feel like a good one, Sully?
I have no clue.
Hard to tell on these rods, isn't it? Another shark. We're very sharky today.
We did manage to catch a few sharks early on in the action, and according to Ron, that's a good sign. That means there's other fish in the area. And eventually, Sully came up with this, a nice black cod, and we got into a group of black cod and pulled up quite a number of them. But we were still missing the grand prize, the halibut.
Well, we're hoping the third time is a charm for Sullivan. Getting the first halie in the boat would be good. That 200 feet takes a little while to get them up. So Sully just got a beauty halie. Here
That
it
is
is.
great.
It's a bit bloody, I'm sorry, but man, oh man, what a nice fish. And it was a hell of a fight for him. That was good. So we said, big fish, big beer. That's what happened. Look at that bad boy. He's a beauty, Sully.
Oh yeah, I'll hold him. Gotta get this rod somewhere where it's.
A little bloody, we'll clean up after.
Oh yeah.
Careful of teeth.
Yep.
All right. There's Sullivan.
And as Ron promised, persistence pays off. Sully managed to land the only halibut of the trip. We did catch lots of black cod. We caught a haddock. I can't recall if we caught anything else, but it was an excellent fishing day, especially when you top it off with a nice halibut. So a little different type of fishing day. It was bottom fishing for halibut, and Sully got the star of the show, this big beast right here.
Oh yeah.
But also, we got a bunch of black cod. And one, is it a haddock or a pollock? One pollock
on the end there.
in the end. So, you know what?
Pretty
Different
good day.
style of fishing. A good day, a great day. A great day, someone would say. Some would have. A great day. Just a different style of fishing where you're watching for the smallest of bites on a line 200 feet down. So sometimes it was a challenge to tell what was going on, but we had a great day. Hey, Sully, what do you think?
Oh, I had a great day.
Yeah, he had the grand champ there. So
100%.
excellent. Now we're going to carve these things up and get on the road. With fishing done, all that was left to do was clean the fish up. We did it very basically because we put them in the cooler and packed them with dry ice and clean up. And of course, there's always a few helpers to clean up when it comes to cleaning the fish. There's some great pictures of seals here. My favorite is the last one. We've got the sun, the seal, the float, and the bird reflected off the water. I think it's quite an unusual shot. So we're windswept, a little rosy. We've made a pickup of the boiled crab. My sister helped us with that because you have to boil it and freeze it. Yeah. We are trying to hit that ferry, and now it's the long road home. So we've got 2 coolers full of fish. We need to get ice. We need to get fuel. We get on that ferry, and you know what? Beer maybe. Have a beer on the ferry, definitely.
Oh yeah.
And work our way home. And there's nothing better than stepping in the door at the other end. Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, so we're working our way back across. There's a little bit of snow this morning. Sully and I got up at 5 out of hope. And now we're out of the snow, thankfully. But we're headed towards Revelstoke, and we're working our way home. A little bit of sunshine, a little bit of rain, which I think is appropriate because it's kind of been that weather all the way through. And if you look out in the mountains right now, it's just gorgeous in here. We're in the place, the pass in before Revelstoke, and the all the stars aligned to give us one of those perfect trips where everything went as planned. The weather wasn't quite done with us, and we hit some really bad weather between Calgary and Banff before getting home to a nice Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, we made it. Stinky, tired, but successful. We have 2 coolers full of fish, and we made it home for Thanksgiving dinner on Sunday night. When you think of what had to happen to have a successful trip, there's a lot going on. 2,500 kilometers in an old van. There was an out-of-province airport pickup, 4 ferry crossings, 2 side trips, and road weather to deal with, which was really against us today. And on top of all that, it was a fishing trip. We had 2 days of fishing, and fishing is notoriously unreliable. You never know what's going to happen. And the weather in the Strait of Juan de Fuca is fickle at best. And yet, here we are. And I have to tell you, I'm feeling a little bit proud. There's a sense of accomplishment and, quite frankly, relief that we made it. So with all those thoughts swirling around in my brain, it's often easy to lose sight of the most basic thing. But every time I step through the door, I'm reminded after each of these adventures of what that is. Coming back into a warm house with a happy family and an even happier doggo. That's to be thankful. Thankful for what we have. And on this weekend, that feels just perfect. Join me on the next episode where we do a bit of a culinary adventure. We are going to try some of the fish that we caught on this trip, and we're going to do it in such a way that we try some of the less desirable parts of the fish to make sure we get food value out of them. Please like and subscribe if you want to keep the adventures rolling. Dave's not home, man.